Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
So now we are going to take the next topic of Unit 4, that is Let's Learning, which include writing part. In this writing part, we are going to take the topic letter writing. Hopefully you all are very well familiar with this letter writing because it is one way to communicate with the people. Here the letter writing can be divided into two parts, the formal one and the informal one. So firstly we are going to take the formal letter writing, and after completing that part we are going to move to the second part, that is informal letter writing. Formal letters, if we talk about, these are basically written for purely professional, commercial or social purposes. Means in a very formal way, if you need to communicate with someone, at that time you are using these formal letters. These includes the letter to editor. So few examples are given here, that these kind of letter, the formal letters you are writing to whom. So these could be written to editor, letter of complaint for any of the item that you have purchased from the market, electronic item or anything, or sometime related to any service also. So these letter of complaint can be written. Letter seeking an appointment while you are looking for job. So for that also, or any other appointment you are looking for, so for that also we can write a formal letter. Beside that, the business letter, if you would like to give the order for the different things or the different items for your organization or institute, so for that also we are writing formal letter. So hopefully it is clear that what is formal letter and to whom basically we are writing these formal letters. Letters to editor basically we are going to take here. These are written by readers when they strongly agree or disagree with an article in the publication. So while we are talking about writing a letter to the editor, what is the purpose of that and who is going to write these letter to the editor? Although whenever we are writing a letter to the editor, it doesn't mean that we are just complaining to the editor and he is the culprit for creating any issue or any problem in the society. No. As a reader, what we are doing, we are just writing or addressing to the editor, and then through that we would like to create the awareness among the people or in the society related to any of the particular issue. So here basically it is written by reader when they either they are going to appreciate any of the cause or any of the issue taken by the society or any of the member or initiated by the this agency, or they are going to oppose any such idea which is prevailing in the society. So both the cases could be there, either appreciating or just protesting against any of the issue. And most newspaper will print such letters even if uncomplimentary, and most of the letter, because these are written by their readers. So it is an obligation of the newspapers, the relevant such sort of letters they are going to publish in their newspaper. Here few points we are going to discuss now, that while you are writing a letter, some points we are going to discuss here, that while you are writing a letter to the editor, then study the format of the sample. Here we have to follow the appropriate format for writing a letter, and few points we need to include in that. Clear? So we need to keep focus on these things whenever we are starting with that letter writing. We have to keep focus that what are the different points we need to include in letter writing. Choose an issue. Firstly, before deciding to write, you must have an issue on which you are going to present your views, or which particular topic you would like to choose for writing a letter to the editor. And mention it in the subject line of the letter. And after that, subject is one of the most important part of your letter writing, which helps you to give the idea to the editor or the readers that what the letter is about. And that subject, if we are talking about, it should not exceed more than 4 to 6 words. Means within 4 to 6 phrasal words, if we talk about, it must be finished. It should not more than that. Begin by stating whether you are writing as an individual or representing an organization. When you will start the body of the letter, at that time you have to mention either you are writing it or taking up any of the particular issue as an individual, or you are just representing the whole society. Clear? Then give examples to validate your point along with your personal opinions. Now, what is the another part required while you are writing a letter to the editor? The different examples, the relevant examples you have to take just to validate your point. Means whatever the issue you have taken, you have to prove that. And beside that, you can also mention your own personal opinions. Means you can mention your own viewpoint also, that what do you think about the particular matter. Then encourage readers to identify with your cause and give them motivation to champion it. And now at the end, what you are going to do, that you have to encourage the readers to identify with your cause. Means here you have to write the letter as if you are going to connect more and more readers with you, so that they are going to either, hopefully, because if you are writing basically that most of the reader are going to be agree with you. So in this way you have to present your things. And beside that, you have to motivate them also. You have to motivate them so that they can be the part of that issue, and somewhere in the society the change can be brought. Clear? So these were the some points you need to remember. Now we are going to look at the sample, and then we'll talk about the format of letter writing. Here the one sample letter is given. We can say here in the beginning address is given. So this is the address of sender. This is going to be the sender's address, the one who is sending that letter. Clear? The writing the letter. Then here you can see after leaving one line you have to mention date here. The format of date is going to be remain same every time you are writing. There, if this kind of date you will write, that is wrong. Clear? Or if writing like this, that is also wrong. Only the correct format is this one, where it is written like 22nd June 2018. So this is the correct format you have to follow. After leaving one line, what you have to mention? You have to mention the designation to whom you are addressing that. So that is going to be the editor. After that, you will mention the newspaper name and the place here, the editor of which particular newspaper. Then after leaving one line, this is going to be a salutation. Dear sir or madam, whatever you would like to mention according to your letter, you have to mention here the salutation. And then just below that, after one line, after leaving one line, the subject is going to be there, which is one of the important part, because it is giving the idea that what the letter is about. But it should not be that much lengthy in 1 or 2 lines, the 2-3 lines. It should be the very precise one. In very brief, you have to mention that what is the main theme or the idea of this letter that you have written. So here we can see this example: promote all sports in India. So in a very short and precise, concise way, they have given this subject. So within 4 to 6 phrasal word, it must be finished. No need to use too many helping verbs in that. As a phrase, you have to mention your subject here. Clear? Now we are going to talk about how you will initiate with the body of the letter or the content of the letter. Here mainly we are talking about, while you are writing a letter to the editor, you have to divide it into around 3 paras. The 3 paragraphs can be taken. The first one is going to be your introductory para. Then second paragraph is going to be your description or details about that particular issue or the problem that you have mentioned there. And finally, we talk about the third para is going to be your conclusion. Clear? In which either you are keeping it open for the readers to take the initiative or take the decision over that, or you can also suggest some measures or any solution from your own side based on your own viewpoint or your own perception. Clear? So let's begin with that. The first they have given: through the column of your newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of concerned to the need to promote and support sports in our country. So here we saw that many of those students, what the mistake they are doing, that they are mentioning like through the column of your newspaper, I would like to mention that you are creating this problem, or you have not promoted, or I want you to promote and support sports in our country. So here when you are mentioning I want you, here you are talking to editor, which is going to be wrong. So you have to mention the concerned authorities. You have to address through this letter to the address. Actually you are addressing to the concerned authorities of that related issues. Clear? So you will mention that through the column of your esteemed newspaper or your newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of all concerned to the need to promote and support sports in our country. This is going to be your intro. Now what you want on their part, that will come in the second paragraph. Here, this is going to be the detailed one. The second paragraph, because all the details you have to mention here. So your introductory paragraph should finish within 2 to 3 lines. Same way your concluding paragraph must finish within 2 to 3 lines. But your this descriptive, the second paragraph must contain all the details, and it should be little bit lengthy, but not beyond the word limit. Word limit you have to take care of. Clear? It is fortunate that a country like ours has been able to produce very few sports personalities other than cricketers of international repute and standing. We do not have to look very far to identify the reasons. As a nation, we have never taken a career in sports very seriously. So, one by one, you are just bringing the problems. You are highlighting the problems related to the issue. You would rarely find a parent who would encourage his child to follow his dream of being a sportsman. The apathetic attitude of the government is also to blame. Inadequate facilities for training, lack of infrastructure, insufficient coaches, these are but a few of the problems that plague the sports system in our country. Public and political interests lie in sports like cricket, where the big bucks are. Can there be a greater shame for a country than the plight of its official national sport, hockey, which has been getting a lot of media attention for all the wrong reasons? Is it time that we as a nation wake up and take remedial steps? So, here you saw that the problems were mentioned, problems were given, and beside that, somewhere it is initiating the readers to take the step and readers to think over the same. So, the motivating sort of thing is there. It's motivating the readers to be the part of this issue. Then at the end, as a concluding paragraph, what they have mentioned, let us hope that for once history will not repeat itself and we will learn our lessons from the past. So with the hoping for the best, the letter has been concluded. Then yours sincerely and Abani. So the name is written here, the one who is writing it, either it can be the individual or on the behalf of the whole society, anyone can write letter to the editor. One more important thing, we have come to know about the format of letter. Here the complimentary clause you have done, this we call as a complimentary clause. So we saw that in the beginning how we have followed the address date, then receiver's address was there, the receiver address to whom we are writing, who is going to receive that letter. Salutation was there, then subject and the body of the letter, complimentary clause. Clear? So this was the letter and one sample we have seen. Before proceeding, we would like to discuss about the format once. The format of formal letter writing. Clear? So you have to remember that sender's address will be there. That is going to be sender's address. It should be finished within it must be finished within 3 lines. Maximum it has been taken, 3 lines it should cover. After leaving one line, for that I am just putting this cross so that you can get to know that it is for leaving one line. You have to mention date. Format of date we know very well, date, month and year. Clear? Then again, after leaving one line, what we are going to mention here? Receiver's address. That receiver's address also should cover maximum 3 lines, not more than that, including the, here we can mention including designation, where you are writing the editor. Directly you will, after the date, you are going to write down the editor and the name of newspaper and the place. Clear? After that, after leaving one line, you have to mention the salutation. Although the salutation, it's not always required that salutation will come or subject will come. Interchanging can be done, because according to the pattern, sometimes it happened that the board is changing the pattern, so both are correct. Either you are writing salutation or subject first, but both must be present. It should not be like that you are missing one of it. Clear? Both the things should be there. Salutation, in which you will mention about dear sir or madam, according to the letter to whom you are writing. Then you have to mention subject here, the most important part of your letter, which is giving the idea that what the letter is about. So that is going to be within 4 to 6 phrasal verbs that we have already discussed. Then after leaving one line, you will start with the body of the letter. When we are talking about the body of the letter, that is basically, body of letter is divided into 3 paragraphs, para 1, para 2 and para 3. Clear? This para 1 is going to be your intro that we have already discussed. Para 2 is going to be the detailings, where you will mention all the details, examples or your own viewpoint that you would like to mention here. Then para 3 is going to be your concluding part. That is going to be your concluding part, where you are either you are just giving the suggestion or the measures or any solution from your own side, or you are asking the readers to be the part of that or take initiative to start with the different measures or step 2, where you are asking readers to be the part of that and bring some changes in the society with the different initiatives, or even can ask the concerned authorities to take the prompt steps to curb the situation. Clear? Here, after that, when you are done with this, the complimentary clause will be there, which you will include yours sincerely. If we talk about this yours sincerely, most of the students are doing mistake in that. What they do, they are not aware that how to write it. Means if Y is capital, rest of the things are going to be in small letter. Clear? But many of the students, what they do, they are writing yours. Sometimes they are putting apostrophe, which is wrong. Sometimes they are writing S capital, sincerely or truly, which is also wrong. Only the correct way is, only first letter, that is Y of yours, should be capital without apostrophe. And if you are writing sincerely, truly, lovingly, according to the letter, that must be in the small letters only. Clear? That you have to take care of, otherwise marks can be deducted. Then below that you will mention your name. So that was the format of your letter writing. Now we are talking about the body of letter, little bit in detail, where it is giving you the idea that how you can start your intro. The first paragraph we are talking about, the introduction, can be started like that, and even you can learn these lines, and in between the detailings you can fill on your own based on the question given for the letter writing. For intro, like you can start through the column of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of, I would like to draw the attention of concerned authorities towards the problem of. Now you have to refer your question that what kind of problem you are going to mention here, or concerned authorities towards the issue that we have taken in the sample letter, that can be mentioned here. So that is going to be your intro para, that is para 1. Clear? You can learn this because it is going to help you out whenever you are writing a letter to the editor. Second para, para 2, you have to write on your own, referring to your question and plus giving examples and your own opinion. Clear? This is going to be your para 2. Para 3, how you can enclose that. Clear? When you are just going to close your letter, this is also the thing that you can learn whenever you are writing a letter to the editor. You can mention that hope the concerned, because you have referred to the concerned authorities only. So now you are hoping that the concerned authorities will take prompt steps to curb the situation as early as possible. So you saw that your intro para for letter writing, letter to the editor, and your concluding para, that is something fixed. Only few changes you have to do according to the question given to you or the issue you are going to take. Rest of the things are going to remain same, so you can mug it up, you can learn it for more, and obviously can do more and more practice of that so that it can help you. And only this part you have to do on your own based on your knowledge or based on the different sources that you are referring for the example or your own opinion. So hopefully this is clear. Now let's move to the questions based on that. So now we are going to take, let's practice writing. Write a letter to the editor of a newspaper on each of the following topics. The first one they have given, in praise of an organization doing excellent work in spreading environmental awareness. So here you are going to appreciate someone, you are going to appreciate an organization, you are going to appreciate an organization for their excellent work that they are doing just to spread the environmental awareness. So how you are going to write? Obviously through the editor only, means through the newspaper you are going to convey this thing, appreciation to that organization. So what you will do in that, here also you have to take care of the format, the same format that we have discussed will be followed. Then intro, if we talk about, okay, before intro we are going to talk about the subject. What is going to be the subject of your this letter? So although you can select any of the subject for that, here the example I am giving, noble cause to the society. Noble cause to the society can be the one, or it can be awareness campaign. Environmental awareness campaign also can be the subject for your this letter. So it's up to you whatever the subject you would like to choose, but it should not be the lengthy one. Within 4 to 6 words you need to finish with it. Clear? Now when we are talking about the intro, so how the intro is going to be here? Little bit change you have to do, because here you are not going to complain about the thing. So you will mention that through your esteemed newspaper, I would like to, clear, I would like to appreciate any of the organization or the club name you can mention to create the awareness, to create the environmental awareness in the society. So that can be your intro. And then you will mention in the second paragraph that what kind of activities they did, how they started or initiated with this awareness program? How many people and how many society people were involved in that? What different initiatives were taken? What different sort of activities were conducted? Whether it was at school level, means schools were involved in that, through the students also the campaign was taken forward. So all these kind of things you are going to mention. Then at the end you can ask that I request your newspaper to give due coverage, or you can also ask that I hope you are going to publish this letter in your esteemed newspaper. So this can be the closing in this case when you are going to appreciate an organization or appreciating any cause started or initiated by any of the organization or institution. Then yours sincerely, you know how to write it down, and the name will be mentioned. So this was the first letter that we have discussed about, where you are going to talk about the appreciation. The second one is complaining about problems with waste management in your village and the dread of epidemics caused by such unsanitary condition. So here this time you are going to complain about the problems occurring in your locality, in your area, in your village, where the waste management is the problem and creating lots of diseases out of that, and even the chances of the epidemic because of this unsanitary condition. So this is really a issue of concern where you are going to write a letter to the concerned authorities. Don't write or don't address to the editor to take the steps. Clear? Again I am reminding, because most of the students are doing this mistake. So you need to address through that letter to the concerned authorities here. So how you are going to start here? The same, the sender's address will be there, then after that you have to mention date, then receiver's address, and before that the editor you will mention the designation and the name of the newspaper and place you will do. Then salutation, sir. After that you will mention about the subject. Now what is going to be the subject? You have to decide on your own, and most of the time that you are going to select the subject for your letter, you have to refer your question itself, because that is the only one which is giving you the idea that what is going to be your subject of the letter. So here what you can mention poor waste management and unsanitary condition. Here it is given the poor waste management and unsanitary condition, or poor waste management leading to unsanitary condition. Clear? So any of this, or on your own choice, you can select the subject for this letter. Now if we talk about the body or the content of the letter, how you are going to start, that we have to discuss here. So you will start as the same, through the column of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of the concerned authorities. Now the concerned authorities will be mentioned towards the problem of waste management in our village, which leading to the dread of epidemics caused by such unsanitary conditions. Clear? So that is going to be the simple intro for your letter. After that you will start with the problems, the explanation or the detailed paragraph, that is going to be your paragraph 2, in which you are going to mention that what are the different problems occurring in your area. You can mention that whole area is stinking with the garbage, and at present if we talk about the roadsides are also virtually turning into the dumping grounds or dumping areas. So these problems you will mention, and how it is leading to the disease in the locality and creating the problem for the people to move out. You can also mention that it is also leading to the skin diseases as well as other illness related to the different mosquitoes, and other problems are being created through these unsanitary conditions in our area. So all these are going to be the few points that the example have given. Rest you can add on from your own side, because rest you can add from your own side, because you must be knowing that whenever we are talking about these problems, so you might have experience, so same examples can be taken where the problems can be mentioned with the help of the example in a clear way, which creating the problem in the locality. Then the concluding paragraph, what you are going to mention, the same you will mention that hope the concerned authorities are going to take the prompt steps to curb the situation as early as possible, or you can mention as soon as possible. Clear? So that is going to be the letter body or the content part of your letter writing, and then complimentary close you will do yours sincerely, then you will mention your name. Third one, if we are talking about expressing your opinion on the recently concluded Hornbill Festival. So, after starting with the same format, sender's address, date, then receiver's address, then salutation and the subject, you have to mention about the subject here. How you are going to write the subject? You have to refer your question itself, what they have given. Your opinion on the recently concluded Hornbill Festival. So, you can simply mention Hornbill Festival year, along with that 2020, 2021, whatever you would like to mention there. Hornbill Festival can be the subject for your letter. Now you will start with the introductory or the main first paragraph or of your letter writing. So, how you can start that? Through the column of your esteemed daily, I would like to express my view on the recently concluded Hornbill Festival organized by the State Tourism Department. So, this is the intro, that firstly you would like to thank or you would like to show your gratitude to the concerned department for organizing this Hornbill Festival in your area. After that, you will give the description that what different things were included in that, the fair were there, and it was a 10-day festival which started on this particular date till this date. You have to mention all these details here, and different cultural programs were organized, different other competitions were also organized. So all these things you will mention here. Here it's up to you if you would like to just show the positive point, and if you would like to, along with that, if you would like to add some darker side of this festival, that also can be mentioned here, like poor management was there, it was not, somewhere the organization was not appropriate, or some flaws were found or loopholes were there. So these kind of things also, it's based on your choice if you would like to mention. Then while you are going to conclude it, so again you will mention that kindly just hope the esteemed newspaper is going to publish this letter or going to give the place to this letter in their esteemed newspaper. So this is going to be a concluding part, where you can, even before that, you can also mention that hopefully these kind of problem that we have seen are not going to occur in future, and the authorities will take care of that, will do the proper management in any of the further organization, in any of the further organized such sort of festivals. So that is going to be the content of your letter, and after that you have to do the complimentary close. So hopefully these three letters that we have taken based on your formal letter were clear to each and everyone. Format is one of the most important thing that you have to take care of, and the word limit also, that is 150 to 200 words are the word limit that you have to finish with the body or the content of the letter. First and third paragraph must be very concise one, to the point. The second para where you are going to give the description, there you can use details and examples, okay, but within the word limit. Now we are moving to, in the next part of this letter writing, we are going to take the informal letter. Formal letter we have talked about, that is going to be the letter written to the professionals or business letters, complaint letter, letter to the editor, in which specifically we talked about the letter to editor. Clear? Now informal letter, the totally opposite of the formal letter. When you are writing it to some known person, to your relatives or your friends, so we call it as the informal letter. What is the difference between the formal and informal if we talk about? The formal, we are writing for any business purpose or some official reason. But here it is written to relatives or friends. So first one, the formal letter is written to some unknown person. This informal letter we are writing to known person. Clear? Besides that, the language also can vary. In formal, if we talk about formal letter, in that we have to take care of our language. It should be totally formal one. Clear? But while you are writing a letter to your friends, relative, acquaintance, the known people, at that time in that informal letter, you can use little bit informal language also. Okay, but it should be the appropriate one. So the informal letter, the name suggests, is written to the people with whom we are on personal terms, means those who are known to us. Known to us. The informality of the personal letter will, of course, depend on the degree of friendliness between the writer and the reader. If you are writing a letter to your friend, it is going to be little bit different from the letter that you are going to write to your father. So that you have to maintain that balance of the language must be there. Although the language is casual compared to a formal letter, the structure is still fixed. Here we are talking about that language is going to change as compared to the formal letter, but the structure will remain same. The same way you are going to mention about the receiver's address, and then dear, the salutation will be there. Subject is not required in informal letter. Directly you can start with the body or the content of the letter. Here also we are going to take some samples of informal letter. So just look at the format first. The same structure although we are following, but little bit changes are there that we have to take care of. Here we can see the address is there, then date is mentioned, clear, date format you know very well, then salutation is there, where you are writing it to your mother, so my dear mother. This is the intro you are going to start, that I hope this letter finds you in good health and spirit. So this is the beginning line whenever you are writing a letter to your known person or your acquaintance or relatives or friends. Clear? So, or you can even start like that. Hope you are in the pink of your health. I am also fine here. So that kind of thing can be mentioned. So here it is written, I hope this letter finds you in good health and spirit. Dad is fine. No one can possibly fall ill in this clean and healthy climate. What a relief it is to be away from the dirt and grind of the city. So here the letter is being written to the mother who is away from the child, and then this is the simply intro, nothing much has been mentioned here, just asking for the health of each other and then mentioning about that dad is also fine and little bit intro about the place where the person is living now. In the second paragraph, the description will be given. I am glad I decided to accompany Dad. Otherwise, I would have missed out on some precious experiences. I could have never imagined that life could be so simple and rewarding. It is not for nothing that our elders have always advised us to adopt the simplicity of the village, where you are just appreciating the village life, being away from the pollution and the dirt of the city. You are just feeling happy over there. I went trekking deep into the forest yesterday with Sisano and Arabi. We took a small lunch basket with us. I saw a variety of flora and birds which were new to me. The cousins, of course, found it amusing when they saw me gawking at everything. So here you are just mentioning the experience, your own experience you are giving, what different adventures you were involved in that village. Isn't it strange, mother, how no one seems satisfied with what they have? My cousins all think I am so fortunate to be living in the big city. They all aspire to be there someday. And here I am, the poor city boy, longing for a miracle that will stretch my stay in the village endlessly. Then I wish you and Didi were here to share all the fun that you have closed your letter. Your loving son, Araika. Clear? So this way, hopefully you got the idea. The structure of the letter is same. Only few things are there, that only the address you have to mention, and then after that salutation, no subject will be included in that. And then the body of the letter will be there. The same here, the paragraph can increase based on the topic, but it should not exceed the word limit. Now we are going to take the questions based on this informal letter writing. So let's practice writing. Write informal letter for each of the following situations. The first one they have given you, your elder brother who lives and works in Delhi has sent you a long letter, a great deal of advice on the importance of studying hard. Write a letter to him justifying yourself. So most of the students, what they do, they are not understanding what actually being asked, and they will start just reading the one part, they will start writing, and doing most of the time they are doing mistake in that. Clear? So here you have to understand the question first, that what is being given, that your elder brother already sent you the letter in which he mentioned or in which he gave you the advice on the importance of studying hard, and now you have to give reply to your elder brother, where you are justifying yourself, where you are just going to mention that yes, already I am following all these kinds of things, already I am taking interest in my studies and aiming towards my goal, that much hard work I am doing. So all these points are going to be included. So the address, after that your date, salutation, and the body or the content will start, and then complimentary close. Clear? And here you have to first, how you are going to start it? Firstly, you will say, how you are going to start the intro, you will say that many thanks for your letter, because you are going to reply to your elder brother. So you will mention that many thanks for your letter. It is fine to hear now and then from you. And then you will proceed with the same intro, that your letter has been in fact an eye opener for me, because it was full of constructive ideas on how I should achieve my excellence in studies and other related activities. So here you are going to thank your elder brother first. Then you will start with the detailing part. Then you are going to mention that you asked in your letter that I have to study hard. Yes, I should say that I am already following all the instructions given by you and timely, as you are guiding me. For that also I appreciate you. Your advice to get up early and rising early and going to bed early, devoting my time and working based on the timetable, division of the work according to the time, and not spending much time with my friends. All these things you have to mention, that you will say that I am already following all these things, and really I have seen the advantage of that. Somewhere my performance has improved, I have been appreciated by the teachers. So these sort of points you are going to mention in this letter. Clear? Then when you are going to close it, you will mention, you have to ensure your brother that, my dear brother, believe me, I am not going to waste my time. I really working hard to achieve the goal of my life. And then you can say that I hope this letter finds you in the good of your health. Then you can mention that I hope this letter will find you in your good health, and then you are going to close that, thanking you once again for your concern for me, yours, affectionately, or yours loving brother, you can mention the name. Clear? So this was the first letter that we have discussed, informal letter. The language that you are writing is going to be little bit changed, but you have to take care of to whom you are writing a letter. To your friend, to your elder member or elder brother or father, mother. Accordingly, the language can vary. The second one they have given, write a letter to cousin living in Tripura telling him about a recent sports event you won. So here you are going to share your feelings. The same way the format will be same, the same format you have to follow. Only the things will change. How you are going to do it? You are just going to share about your experience here. That how you participated in one of the activity and it was a great achievement for you that you won in that particular tournament or match, whatever you would like to mention here, that will be included. Clear? The third one, your parents have gone on a holiday outside India. Write a letter to them describing how you are spending your summer vacation at your grandparents' house. Now, here you are writing a letter to your parents, those who are in abroad, and here you are spending your time or spending your summer vacations with your grandparents. So, firstly, you are going to ask for their health and you will mention that hope you are in the pink of your health and enjoying your trip over there. Then within the intro, and you will mention that I am also leading here happiest life with the company of or in the company of grandparents. Clear? Then you will mention about your adventures or what kind of different new things you are learning from your grandparents, how they are helping you in your studies also and involving you in the different activities where you are learning new things and the things that you were not aware earlier. So all these sort of points can be mentioned in this letter. Then finally at the end what you will mention? You will say that don't need to get worry about me, enjoy your vacations over there, forget not to send me pictures of that particular place name, whatever you would like to mention, where your parents are in abroad, you can mention. Then yours loving son, you will mention your name. So, these three questions based on this informal letter we have taken, and hopefully the things are clear how you have to write down following the particular structure or the format of letter, and how the intro, concluding part and the descriptive things will be done.